Hey guys! We're live! This is a live Facebook video. I'm so excited. This is awesome. I'm gonna give it a few minutes before I start chatting a little bit more and sharing my story while everyone pops on and people get notifications that we're live. Hopefully a few of you guys will be able to join me. I know it's Martin Luther King Day, I think. I'm not in the US, so I'm really not up to date with all of these holidays going on. So we'll just give it a few minutes before, hey Kylie, before everybody joins us and pops on. This is a live video. If you guys haven't seen these before, it's so cool. We're able to go live in different places and kind of be live online together. It's awesome. Okay, cool. I'm in the right group. You never know. Wouldn't want to go in the wrong group. But you guys, I'm so excited to chat. We'll get going in a few minutes. We'll wait for this to pop up in people's news feeds and they can join us. And then I'll share my story with you guys. I'm really excited to talk today. Super, super excited because obviously this is my passion and I can't wait to share it with you guys. I have a few notes written down though, just to make sure that I respect your time and we stay on target here. So we'll go ahead and get started. For those of you guys that don't know me, my name is Courtney. I am a Beachbody coach, a health and fitness coach virtually, and I'm really excited to talk with you guys today about my story and kind of how I came into it and what it looks like for me, because maybe you've seen me on social media and you're kind of like, she's always posting about fitness or health or this lifestyle that she lives, and what does it all mean? What does it look like? Get some answers and kind of see if maybe it's something that you would enjoy doing yourself. That's the goal of this, just to get to know each other a little bit better, for me to share my heart, my mission behind Sewn with Strength, and kind of see if that's something that matches with yours, and if we can link arms and do it together. I would love that. So just to give you an idea of who I am a wife of almost 2 years, got married in March 2 years ago, and I love that I'm a wife. Hey Jessica! Jessica just popped on. That's awesome. She's one of our coaches on our team. And so yeah, so I'm super excited about being a wife, and it was something that was always on my heart. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you know that I share a lot about that and being single and what that has looked like for me, and how it was difficult to trust God during that time, because I really felt like I just had a desire to get married and to be on mission with a husband, but nothing was happening. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, looking to my left, right, and nobody's around me. And anyways, so I share a lot about that story because I really believe that God completely answered a lot of my prayers with my husband. And I met him, let's see, 3 years ago. So we only knew each other for a year before we got married. It was crazy and I love it and it's great. So I'm a wife. He is a professional basketball player, so we literally travel around the world. Last year we were in Europe. This year we're in South America. He's not even from the US. He's not American. He's actually Australian. And the accent, ladies, yep, it gets, yeah, let me tell ya. But anyways, I'm super excited because we get to travel around, and that was always a desire of my heart, to travel and see the world, and thankfully because of his job we get to do that. It's not always easy. It's really difficult to be across the world most of the time for pretty much the whole year, living and working and stuff like that, but hey Zoe! But it's been nice to have a job that's been flexible and mobile. So that's what I want to share with you guys today. Just kind of how I got into this, what my story is, and what it means to me now that I'm in it. So when I met my husband, we hadn't dated and lived in the same city. So I was like, hey, we need to do that before we consider marriage. I would like to kind of date you, you know, and not just do Zooms or Skypes or whatever, video chats. And so we both moved to Australia. He was from there, so he moved back home and I rented a little apartment and got a job. And it was my second time living overseas. I basically got a job in corporate and commuted on the train thing, whatever. I'm the metro. I'm not from a city, so when I had to do that, I don't even know what it's called. I think they call it the train in Australia, but had to do that every day to go into work, had to get up super early, came back super late. My schedule was not in my control. I was pretty much living based off of what my boss would say about things, and when I would leave and when I would go, and sometimes I would have to miss his games, and sometimes I wouldn't be able to see him at all because we didn't live together. So if I got home really late and he had practice or whatever going on, sometimes we wouldn't see each other. And I remember just sitting on the train and feeling like this is not the life that I imagined when I graduated college. I had graduated college like so hopeful, so excited to finally like have life in my control, to be like, I'm gonna go out there and do this and do this and do this. I just had so many dreams and passions that I wanted to pursue. But I don't think I really understood the weight of student loans. I didn't understand how debt would play into my everyday life and the decisions that I could make until I graduated. And so when I did graduate and when I was sitting on that train, one day in particular, I just remember looking around me and seeing, you know, people that were my same age or even 5-10 years older than me, and they did that every single day. Every single day they got up early, they left their families, they went to work, and they were there all day. And if they got lucky, they were off by 7, and they got home, they rode the train, and basically just did it over and over and over again. And I didn't want that. I had coworkers that would have people bring, you know, they would bring their kiddos in on Saturday and Sunday mornings just to finish off responding to emails, and their kids would have to sit there patiently waiting for mom to get done with work. And I just didn't want that. I didn't really care how much I earned or what my bills were. I don't want that lifestyle. And so it really occurred to me then how much my debt was affecting the choices and the jobs that I could choose and how limited I felt. And also just gave me an idea of the lifestyle I really wanted to live. I didn't know that I didn't want that corporate lifestyle until I was in it. And that's when I started discovering, you know, I really actually was more passionate about logging on this random little fitness Instagram account I had created, you know, years ago. And I loved connecting with other girls like who were also chasing their fitness and health goals. And I found myself wanting to do that instead of sitting in my cubicle, even though I had a pretty decent view. I had a view of the Harbor Bridge in Sydney, which was gorgeous. So, yeah, I just wasn't passionate about it. I didn't want that lifestyle. I wanted to be free. I really missed the college lifestyle that like came with kind of having your own schedule. You'd have to go to class every now and then, of course, but just being able to do things like if I wanted to take off, go to the beach and do my homework there or stuff like that. I love that flexibility. So that kind of got me thinking and pursuing different opportunities. And I started looking into options because I knew that at the end of the year, my husband or then boyfriend, we would be getting married and we would be potentially moving back to Europe and that kind of thing. So I knew that I needed something flexible. I couldn't, every country that we could potentially be playing basketball in, I probably wouldn't be able to get a job, a normal job, because of me not being able to speak the language wherever we were or whatever. So I knew I needed something. And so a girl had reached out to me on Instagram. I had this little fitness Instagram account that nobody knew about. Like my best friends didn't know about it. My boyfriend, then fiance, and now husband didn't know about it at the time. It was just this private little world where I would check in, I did my workout, I shared, and met, you know, some random girls around the world that we mutually encouraged each other with. And so I had one lady reach out to me and share about how there was this opportunity with Beachbody, and I knew Insanity. If you guys don't know Beachbody, Insanity, the workout Insanity or P90X, those are, Beachbody created those workouts, and so I knew them, but I didn't know that they had a coaching opportunity or a business opportunity with them. And so I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like she reached out to me, said, you'd be really good at this. This is what I do. And I was like, oh, thanks for the compliment, but no, no thanks. I'm not a salesperson. I'm not interested in that. And, you know, I just didn't have time. Like I was working full time and it just wasn't an option. And so I said no. But we had a lot in common. We had connected. We were both Christians. She was living in California where I was from. And so we kind of just stayed in contact. We became Facebook friends. And I constantly, for 6 months, I would see her posting about this job that she had, about working out, about being at the beach with her kiddos during the week, about all, like this whole, she painted this picture of what I imagined my life being when I had graduated college and what I imagined my life being where I was. I wanted that, the life that she was portraying. I was like, wait, this girl is doing, like, she's creating the life I want. Like, how does she afford to do this? Like, could she really make that much money with Beachbody? Like, I don't know. And is it a sales? Like, what is it? And so I kind of just went back and forth in my mind, watching her post, watching her talk about it, just kind of silently watching. And then 6 months had gone by. I had gotten married. We had moved from Australia to New Zealand, and I was working again for the same bank that I had been with in Australia. And once again found myself like, is this really what I'm gonna do the rest of my life? Like, just work in jobs just to pay the bills, just to pay my student loans? Or am I actually going to do something and find what I'm passionate about that can still pay the bills? I want both. There has to be a way to do both. So her post came up about her team, about the environment she was creating, the community she was creating, and we got back in touch, and I just asked her question after question. I said, is this something that's real? Can I really make an income doing this? Is it about sales? What, all these concerns. Is it a pyramid scheme? I was concerned about that too. I didn't want just her making money. I wanted the opportunity to make money. And so I just went through question after question with her. We got on a video chat, we talked about what it could mean for me, we talked about the ins and outs, about joining the team, how much it would cost, and that kind of thing. And basically it just came down to this point of me and my husband having a conversation and me saying, like, you have so much purpose with your job, like with basketball. You have a team, you have a community. I was a college athlete, I miss that team environment, and I want that. Like, I want purpose in my day-to-day life. I don't want to just show up to a job because we have to pay for my student loans. I want purpose like you, and I want to feel like I'm called to something. I'm called to something bigger than just showing up for bills. And that's when I felt like, the worst that could happen with this opportunity was I invested in my own health and fitness, because when you sign up, that's what you do. You sign up with your own program. That's it. So I invested in my own health and fitness. I either it totally flopped, which was my concern, like total failure was my concern, right? And so it either totally flops and I'm like, okay, well, that was not a good idea, right? Like, woo, exactly what I thought it was. Hey, Hannah. And so I thought, okay, well, worst that happens, I invest in my own health and fitness, I get a little healthier, stronger, whatever, that's great. It totally flops, okay? And then I'm like, well, that was a little embarrassing, but hey, no skin in the game, whatever. Or it could totally turn out to be something that I thought it was, that she was talking about. It could be that one thing that actually could transform my life and become something that helped us get out of debt, pay for my student loans, and still be that purpose that I was looking for. As a new wife, I didn't want to just be a wife. I wanted to be able to share my passions and my story and my journey, and I felt like God was really called me to more in life, and so I wanted to believe that this was that opportunity. So I said, okay, the like worst that could happen is really not a loss. To be honest, it's not a loss to get in better shape. It's not a loss to meet new people. And, I mean, at the end of the day, if it doesn't work, it really wouldn't surprise me, because I had those concerns and those doubts in the first place. So I would just be back to where I started, but at least I tried. So I gave it a shot. And the first month I made my money back. So when you sign up as a coach, you purchase your own program, your own tools to be a product of the product. So you purchase a program that you will work on yourself in your fitness journey. And so the first month I helped 3 people, and I was shocked. I was like, oh my gosh, I actually helped someone. Because to be honest, you guys, I literally told my mentor, I was like, but like, if I can't help a single person, is that I'm gonna quit if I do that. Because if I help like one person, that would be awesome. But I really don't know if anyone wants me to help them, because like, I eat cookies, people don't want to be like me. I eat cookies, and so I just had all these concerns. But the first month I helped 3 people, and I was blown. My mind was blown. And that wasn't even like working crazy hours. That was literally just showing up, doing the training that our team has, and and just doing it. And I was like, okay, I mean, I can follow instructions. I can follow what she tells me to do. Sure, I'll help 3 people. Great. I earned my money back, so it literally didn't cost me anything to start this new business. I was helping people that change their life, get healthier and fit, work on their goals. I was like, okay, this is cool. I'm okay with this. You guys, 3 months later, so my goal when I started it was to eventually build an income that could cover $500 a month of student loan payments. That was my only goal. I was like, if I can create $500 a month doing this, then I win. I win, because that's how much I had to pay for student loans. And that was my biggest passion, is like, I took out those loans before I was married. I was passionate about, like, I wanted to repay that. Personally, I wanted to work for that and pay that back, because that was a commitment I made prior to getting married. And so I was like, if I can make $500 a month, we're winning, okay? And just to kind of give us some breathing room too, we were newlyweds. Like, we obviously don't have very much money when you're newlyweds. So the 3rd month, you guys, the 3rd month of coaching, I had consistently helped 3 new people every single month for the first 3 months. And the 3rd month, I made more than $500, and I was able to cover my student loans for the month. And I was sobbing. Like, if you guys go to my YouTube, you can watch the video. I literally was sobbing about it. I thought, like, God had given me the lottery. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that I'm waking up excited to work, that I'm actually helping people. Like, people were seeing results. They were seeing change. I had one girl who couldn't really keep up with her brand, like little baby kids, because she never lost the baby weight. And I got to help her do that. And she was sending me message after message about how much this was changing her life. And I was like, that's incredible. Like, I've never felt this way before. And then, like, I literally, my career goal was to make $500 a month, and I did it in 3 months. So my mind at that point just kind of blew, and I said, this is exactly what I want to pour my time into and my energy into. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to go all in. And as a new coach, I really didn't know what the opportunity was. I was just like, I'll just follow instructions, follow the training that they have, and we'll just see how this turns out. And so once I had been in it for 3 months, I earned a free ticket to our annual conference, which this year is going to be in July in New Orleans. And so I earned that for free. I could totally go, and it was in Nashville the year before that I earned it. And I had always wanted to go to Nashville, so I was stoked, as you can imagine. I was like, oh my goodness, I earned a free ticket. I paid my student loans for the month, and that's it. And I'm doing something I love. Like, I'm literally posting, I would already posting about my workout. So it was a really easy transition for me. So at that point, I decided to go full time. I quit my job, and we moved. And we moved to Europe, and I just decided to go all in with this opportunity. And you guys, like, I can't even tell you how much God has blown my mind with this opportunity to truly, genuinely share the heartaches in my life in the past, the current struggles I have with other people, and just connect with them and let them know, like, hey, I've been there too. Like, I am there, and I know what it feels like to feel like you are praying, and God's not answering, but He's there. And like, my heart, my mission with this is genuinely to help other women know that they are capable and strong and beautiful and worthy and captivating without, you know, a 6-pack of abs, without a husband, without all these things. That's my passion, my mission. And so this, I mean, yes, it's fitness coaching, and yes, I'm helping people with their health and fitness goals, but ultimately, the job has created a social platform for me to be able to share my passion and to share my, share hope, honestly, just share hope, and let a girl know they're out there somewhere in the world, that you're not alone, that you have someone who has felt that way too. So that's what my mission has become. And over the last 1.5 years, I've been a coach now for 1.5 years. Our team has grown so much. We were in the top I mean, numbers don't really matter as much to me. So, but we were in the top 115 teams this year out of like 450,000 coaches. It was just amazing. Like, totally blew my mind. Thank you, Catherine. That means so much to me. I love having you on this journey with me. Guys, Catherine is a rock star challenger. She's been in my boot camps for the last few months, and she's seen amazing results, and it's just, she blows me away. So thank you for being here, Catherine. I love it. So ultimately, like, this has become my full-time income. I've matched pretty much what I made in corporate now, a year and a half into it, and in the next year I will be replacing my husband's income, which I'm really excited about, because that will just give us so much more financial freedom to help people and to kind of pay it forward, because I really want to give generously. That's been something I've never been able to do financially, because I just had such limited resources with my student loans. And so now we are debt free. We've been able to have this extra income that we can rely on and just give us breathing room. And now we're building towards our future goals to be able to one day come back to the US and have a house and start a family. And so I'm just blown away, honestly, by what God's done with this and what it can look like for other people. This isn't just because I'm, like, it's not unique to me. Like, there's coaches on my team that are having the same exact success because I have had it, and I get to train them and teach them how to have it too. So that's what this opportunity is. It's an opportunity to take what your passion is, to share it with others, and to create a lifestyle that does give you, control of your schedule and flexibility, and you can travel and you can meet people around the world. Like Catherine, I got to meet her and I got to build a relationship with her, and other coaches on my team I've been able to meet and grow with, personally, as a wife, as a woman, as a fitness coach, and be able to develop this into a full-time income. It's crazy. Like, last week I made more than triple of my goal that I originally set out in 1 week. I'm like, what? That's crazy. I can't even fathom that. So anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know that this is an opportunity that is open to you too. I am personally mentoring individuals to create the same kind of business and lifestyle that I have. It's not something that happens overnight. It's not something that is a get-rich scheme. It's not a pyramid scheme. I have a girl that's pretty much matched my income, and she signed up after me. But I've trained her to do what I've done, and she's been able to do it way faster. And that's the beauty of this, is that it's your business. You put in the time and the work, and your income will match that. And then you'll just be amazed at the people that you get to connect with, and just be able to pay that forward with. I've never been so consistent in my own journey. Oh, Hannah, I'm so glad. I would love to have, Hannah's a rock star in our health bet right now. And so anyways, you guys, I would love to have you on our team and learning how to do this yourself, and how to, if nothing else, just pay a bill every month. Something that is a little passion of yours. It can be as small as you need it to be. It can be as big as you need it to be. It looks different for everyone. It doesn't have to be a full-time thing. You don't have to hate your job to want to do this. It's just something that, for me, I found as my passion, and I've been able to share that with other people, and create a lifestyle that I genuinely love. I'm here for my husband overseas and still working. I still have a purpose every single day. And, I talk to a lot of other wives who are basketball wives that live around the world, and they don't have that. They don't have a daily purpose outside of their husband. And that breaks my heart for them. Hey, Leanna. I think it's Leanna. I always butcher names, so if I said that wrong, I'm so sorry, but I'm excited you're here. And so anyways, you guys, that's just kind of my journey. That's what it's been with coaching. I would love to know, do you guys have any questions? You can comment them below and I can answer them live right here. Hey, oh, I love it. If you guys have questions, you can just pop them below. Tomorrow, I'm going to go live again, the same kind of thing. It's going to be at night though. And we're going to talk about common misconceptions. So in my story, you probably heard that I thought it was a pyramid scheme. I thought that it was all sales. And so I'm going to just talk through those because a lot of us have fears, doubts, and just assumptions of what this business is because maybe we've seen someone do a poor job of it in, around us or something like that. So I will talk about common misconceptions tomorrow. So if you guys have any concerns with the business that you already have, I would love to know them so I can address that and let you know if it's true or not, because being on the other side now, I've experienced the business, so I can kind of talk from a place of experience. And then on Wednesday, we're going to talk a little bit about our team and what it would look like for you guys to become a part of our team and the training that would go along with it. So I hope this story, just me sharing, even if this isn't for you, I hope it was inspiring. I hope you do chase whatever that passion and vision is in your life and that God's put in your life, because ultimately we were created for a purpose. I believe that every single one of us was created for a purpose, but we have to believe that individually and then go chase that. God's not just going to knock it on our head and be like, this is what I was created for. You were created for. So we have to pay attention to the things around us and what he's doing in our life. And so for me, this is what I was created to do, is to encourage. And so it's created an opportunity to build an audience and help women feel lifted up and feel like I'm on their team. I'm with you in this. I'm with you in the trenches of life, when the struggles of being single or the struggles of being a wife or the struggles of living overseas, I'm with you in this. So anyways, I don't want to keep this too long, but if you guys have questions from my story or any part of it, you can comment them below and I'll respond to you guys. And thank you so much for joining me live. I absolutely love getting to know you guys, and I'll be reaching out to you guys privately as well, just to hear a little bit more about you, because I've talked about me and I want to hear about you. So I hope you guys have a great, great Monday. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to hearing your questions. All right, guys, take care. I got to go to my husband's game. Bye.